over group identity and grievance and victimhood and self-hatred. That nobody in the world, not a nation, not a corporation, not a virus, not China, is going to defeat us. That's what American exceptionalism is all about, and that is what we are going to revive this year to save our great nation. Thank you all. God bless you. Headed to Palm Beach today for a full day of meetings. A lot of business for Strive, and then accepting an award tonight at a gala. Looking forward to it. Let's go. Getting ready to board the plane, early morning. Just landed in Florida. It's hot, smells like it. Long day ahead, let's do it. General, how are you? I'm here. I just arrived. Yeah, I'm up top. Yep, I'll come down to the pool.
Michelle Posey.
And what are you running for?
I'm running for State House, District 74.
Okay,
Yeah.
here.
In Sarasota.
Okay.
Sarasota, Florida.
Look, I think that right now, more than ever, I think state legislators have probably more of an ability to drive a positive change in our culture nationally than at any other point in my lifetime. Right now, so many of the issues are appropriately issues for the states, but when you think about protecting our children in our schools and the next generation, protecting our capital markets from this ESG scourge, so many of the issues that matter in our culture, the states are actually the front line. So I'm wishing you well and hope you do the right thing.
Any advice for an outsider? I'm not a politician.
Stay that way.
We have an animal rescue in Palm Beach Gardens. We have 150 animals on our sanctuary. We recently rescued a ram from animal control, and we named him Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy.
And he will he will ram you into the next thing.
It's good to be here. It's an honor. Thanks for the invitation, and it's good to meet you in person this time. I was in the world of business. I'm an entrepreneur by nature. I love building new businesses, creating new things that don't exist in the world. But I entered this realm of politics in part because I don't think we're at a moment where politics is politics. We're at a moment where I think the very existence of the country is on the line itself. And our founding fathers, you think about who our founding fathers were. They were actually entrepreneurs. They were business leaders. They were proprietors, but they were also young people. But I think that if we're all willing to make a sacrifice for this country, endure that short-run sacrifice to get to where we need to go, I'm going to play my small part in this. I know you're playing your part in this, and our best days can be ahead of us.
And everybody has a role. Everybody has a role to play.
Yes.
So thank you very much. This is great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I said to Vivek that what I really wanted to know when I first spoke with him was I wanted to know about him and his family and his children and what motivated him and what guided him. And he talked a lot about his parents. And he talked a lot about his wife, and he talked a lot about his children. And that's when you really begin to see the heart of somebody and what they're willing to die for. We have this. Vivek, if I could have you join me up on the stage, please. Very infrequently. We don't do these all that often. You're in a category with some people who, when we really first started to create this award, and people who we recognize as really, heroes on the battlefield, right? Heroes are the people that are the most unlikely. This guy right here is probably one of the most unlikely people that just came up and stood his ground. And and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's why I'm showing this is on behalf of all of us at America's Freedom. Thank you very much for all that you're doing.
You know what? I'm really touched by patriots who care about this country, have this much passion, gives me my sense of purpose. It was an honor to receive this award, but it gives me a greater sense of responsibility to make sure we're fighting. General Flynn and the group there, it's good patriots, very strong patriots who love this country, and you know what? Their love of this country is infectious. Cheers to them, and get on to the next step of saving what we can of this country. Thank you. Well,
and listening to you, you're such a wise man.
That's too kind of you, but you give me a sense of
I'm going
duty.
home.
We have a duty.
I meet with my grandson, and your philosophy is going back to them.
Thank you.
It's with a full
How old's
thing.
your grandson?
I got. She's my granddaughter.
No trip to Palm Beach is complete without a stop at my favorite Mexican restaurant, Torero's. Let's get some enchiladas. Right now, this is the feast that I love the most. Just got back from Florida. Gonna check out the solar eclipse with my two sons. We were gonna go to Cosi and do it, but you know what? It turns out we have the best view from our backyard. Looking forward to it. All right. So we're in the middle of central Ohio in our backyard with my boy Karthik, and we're about to see one of the best in the country, 99.5% solar eclipse. And it's a good day to teach the kids about exactly how all of this works, and honestly, a good day to remind ourselves and myself of how it all works too. So Karthik, listen. So the moon, which is bigger, the moon or the sun?
The sun.
The sun is way bigger, right? So how does it make sense that the moon is going to block our view of the sun? How could that be? It's kind of a mystery, isn't it? So how does it happen? The Earth, the moon is close to us, right?
Yeah.
So even though it's small, it blocks our view of the sun.
Hey, Archie.
Hey, Arjun's here? Hey, there's the little man. All right.
Tell me something.
It's about to be fully eclipsed.
I'm talking about.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Long. Do not look at the it's bad for your eyes. This might be the max, actually. It's as much as it's gonna get. Yeah, it starts to get bigger. Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's
the
getting bigger
moon.
again.
That
In
is
front
the
of the
coolest
sun.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
That is the moon. Very cool.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Well, it's a pretty amazing event, actually. I'm really honest, I was prepared to be underwhelmed, but it was remarkable to see what you're taught, but you're taught to intuit it through school and through what what you learn over the years, and your mind wraps around a natural phenomenon. But to see it happen and to show it to our kid, I don't know how much they processed of it, but I think he likes the chasing bubbles with a stick. I thought it was pretty cool, and next time he sees it, he'll be 79 years old, and I think he'll hopefully remember this time when he does. That was awesome.
It was very, very cool. It was amazing, in fact. And it does make you realize, like, it is really reassuring that our conception of the worldview coincides with the natural
Yeah, how about that?
phenomenon we are able to see. Because, like, the fact that we knew this was coming and we were able to anticipate
The exact
it
time.
and not have it be this
3:14 p.m.
terrifying
Eastern
event
time.
that occurred.
Yeah. Although
More
the question
bubbles?
is, what is in the category of the terrifying event in the Middle Ages?
Well, I'm thinking about the terrifying event that we
Climate
had.
change.
Well,